All right, sounds good. So from last time, we're gonna be covering HTML. So did everyone have fine time accessing the video link by any chance? Yes. Okay. So we're just gonna quickly review what we learned. Quick review on paragraph tags and heading tags. And then, okay, so paragraph tag, it's a paragraph of text. It's useful for when you want to write like a lot of text in one paragraph. So as you see here, I've typed out the general structure of HTML, and in the body, I put P. I'm writing a bunch of random stuff here. I don't know what to put here. Haha, hi everyone, how are you doing? And then it displays as like a normal text on browser. And then next we have the heading tags. So we have H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, and then heading text. So this is useful for displaying any titles of text. And the number determines like the size of the heading. So 1 being the largest and then 6 being the smallest. And these look a little bit different. So as you see, I wrote here, hello everyone in H1 tag, and hello everyone in H2 tag, hello everyone in H6 tag, and then a paragraph tag here. And so you see that H1 over here, it's very large, the biggest text actually, and it's a little bit bolder too. And then H2 is a little bit smaller, but still bigger than the paragraph tag. And we see that H6 is the smallest one. It's actually smaller than the normal paragraph tag. It says hello everyone, but it's still a different, little bit bolded as you see. And so these are useful for doing different types of text because you're not going to be writing a paragraph every single time. Okay, so any questions before we move on to our new topic? Any questions? Did you guys were you guys all fine like accessing the videos, the VS Code? I know this is the first time I assigned the HTML homework. I hope you guys had fun. Yeah, did anyone have any questions before we move on? Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so let's move on to actual new things. So what we're learning today, we're gonna be learning a lot. So we're gonna be learning I or M tag. We're learning B or strong, U tag, BR and HR tag, UL and LI tag. And actually, we're gonna be learning this a little bit later. Sorry, we're gonna be learning OL and LI tag, and I'll explain what they all mean. Okay, so first we have the italic tag or the EM tag. So I or EM, both of them works. So this is to make an italic text. So it's useful for italicizing a text to create format differences or put a little emphasis. So as you see, I put a paragraph tag here. This is a normal text and this is an italicized text. So notice how everything is still contained within the paragraph tag. But within that, I put extra italicized tag right here and right here. And you see that this is a normal text, but everything that I surrounded around the italic tags is actually italicized. So if you don't know what italicized means, it just means a little bit like slanted like this. And you can use this as with I tag with the slash at the end, with the slash tag at the end, or EM tag with a slash at the end. These both do the same things. I prefer using the I one better because it's simpler, but you can also use EM as well. All right, next we have, oh yeah, you see right here. And then next we have the bold tag. The bold tag is for bold text. So it's useful for creating emphasis on a certain text by making the font thicker. So just like the italicized tag, we can also use just B or strong. So you see, I put a paragraph tag right here, and then I put this little text inside the paragraph tag with bold tags around. So this is a bold text. So because everything around it is surrounded by this B tag, you see that on the website, it looks a little bit bolder. It's a little bit thicker than the normal text. But notice the size of the text still stays the same because we're not changing the font size. We're just changing how it's oriented or how it looks like. So this is a bold tag. Or I'm so sorry, this is a little error, strong. So strong or B. And then let me do the laser pointer again. All right, next we have the underline. So this is similar to the bold tag and italicized tag. So you can put an underline under any text. So this is useful also for creating emphasis with an outline. So it's used just with a U. There's no second like tag that's like this different name that acts the same. So this is a U tag. So as you see, I surrounded with a paragraph tag again. And then inside that paragraph, just a part of it, I surrounded with a U tag. So this is an underlined text, and see that on the browser when we launch it, it looks like underlined. And notice how the sizing and everything else stays the same. It's just the underline is there. So before we move on, I know that was like kind of a lot. So let's do like a little quick exercise. So you see this little paragraph. Does anyone notice what this text is talking about? Does anyone know the song? Anyone? Is it too old?
The duck song.
Yeah, good job, Grace. It's the duck song. So it goes a little bit like, oh, sorry. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand. Anyways, it goes something like this. I can link the YouTube video later. But yeah, so notice how this all could be within the paragraph tab because it's just a simple text, but there's different like effects that are on the text, right? All right, so let's take turn. I'm gonna popcorn somebody to name which of these tags that we used for one of the words here. So number one, can we start with Joanna?
Bold or
Yes.
strong.
And then which one is it?
A duck, number one.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So number one,
Sorry.
yeah, no, good job, good job. So we have the bold tag, which is a B, and then we have the strong tag as well. Do you want to call on somebody, Joanna?
Abby.
All right, Abby, take
We
away
have
number two.
the italicized tags for like bum 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 and just sell lemonade.
Oh, good job. Okay, so we did number 4 and 5 right here, which is italicized, which is I, or the EM tag. So bum 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 and just sell lemonade. Just sell lemonade. So who wants to do number 3? Abby, could you call in somebody?
Hannah.
And well, what tag do we use for number 3 right here? The man.
U.
Good job. Okay, yeah, we use the U tag, which is the underline tag. And then last one, number 2. Hannah, do you want to call on somebody?
Grace.
Okay, Grace. What's number 2? The lemonade.
The N.
Sorry, what was that?
I guess the N.
The okay,
Oh
so
yeah, the I.
oh, one more
I
try,
got
one more
mixed
try.
up with.
So this is a bold text. What stands for bold? Be bold.
Oh, I thought you said number 4.
Oh, sorry, number 2 I meant.
The B.
Yeah, the B tag, or there's another one that's the same thing.
The strong.
Yeah, the strong tag. All right, so thank you for answering, everyone. Okay, so we'll move on to more tags. So one thing that you guys might have noticed when you were doing the homework, remember the homework was just a paragraph and the heading tag. You notice if you just do a paragraph tag with everything and then type enter, it doesn't actually separate the text on the website. So you see how if I put everything right here in one paragraph, I'm writing a bunch of random stuff here. I don't know what to put here. Hi everyone, how are you doing? We expect when we put enter, we expect this enter to be there, right, on the website. But actually, when we launch the website, we see that this all goes in one line. And some of you might have already figured it out that we can use just separate paragraph tags in order to separate the text. But there's another way that you can actually put this enter key right here. So introducing the break tag. So the break tag is a break in elements. It's useful for separating items to a new line. So this acts the same way as like an enter key. So you see within the paragraph tag, after I don't know what to put here, haha. Sorry, I don't know why I put that. You notice that I put tag br, sorry, the bracket br bracket. And on the website, actually, you'll notice that there is a break right here. So instead of everything coming out in one line, you see that there's an enter key after haha. So unlike other tags that we've learned so far, this one actually doesn't require an end tag. And what I mean by that is we don't need to have another tag that has a backward slash. So if you look at over here, all of these tags require an opening tag and an end tag, right? And then something goes in between. But then the break tag actually doesn't, because on the break tag, we're not really putting anything. We're just saying that this is an enter key, or this is something to break apart the elements. So BR just acts like this. And in here, we added it between the paragraph tag. We've like kind of put it inside there, but you can actually use this anywhere in the body. So you can put this after the paragraph tag or before the paragraph tag, or just by itself. All right, and next we have something similar, which is called horizontal rule tag, and it's denoted by HR. So it's a horizontal line in a web page, and it's useful for separating items within a line. So this acts kind of a similar way as a break tag, except that there's going to be a huge line across the web page. So right here, you notice that, hi, my name is David. I put a bunch of these different paragraph tags, and in the middle, I put an HR tag. And this is another tag where you just put two brackets and that's it. There's no starting or there's no ending tag. So you notice that after the line, after this text, there's a huge line that's across the web page right here. And then this text is below the line. So it's another way to separate something. And just a quick notice, as I mentioned before, you see how different, if you put paragraph tag for each sentence, it actually breaks it up. But break tag, so like, why would you need to use a break tag, right? If you can already just like have different like different P, and it just does the enter for you. Well, actually break tags are not just used as an enter tag, but when you use it, it actually breaks apart the elements further. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a bit. So we have the break tag and the horizontal rule tag. Okay, so next one is an unordered list tag. This is a little bit more confusing, so I'll explain in a bit. So unordered list tag, it's an unordered list of items useful for listing things without a specific priority. So that's a lot of words, but basically what it means that this is just to make a bullet list of items. So you see how list of ice cream flavors. Oh, I misspelled that. Flavors. We have chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate chip, right? So this is without priority because there's no like specific ranking. It's just like a list of bullets. And how this list tag works is that we're gonna start with the UL tag, and then everything inside that, we're gonna list out items with an LI tag. So there's two different tags at work here. So which is a UL and the LI. And so everything in between LI is gonna go basically be listing an item. And then you can have multiple of these LIs in one UL tag. And after you're done listing everything, you're gonna put this tag /UL. So as you see right here in VS Code, we have this UL tag to open the list. And then we have the LI, vanilla, listing a bunch of things and closing the LI tag right after the item. And at the end, we have UL right here, with the backward slash to close it up. And also when you use lists, you notice that something is different about the spacing, right? We're not only putting in one line. Paul, what do you think? How do you think we should space this? What's wrong? Like, what's weird about the spacing right here? So, oh, so instead of having it one line, do you notice anything? It's all very simple.
Um, something about the spacing. I'm not sure how to say it.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
it's okay. It's kind of hard to explain it. Yeah.
yeah,
So
something to do
basically,
with the spacing.
yeah. So you're actually correct, Paul, or Mino. Sorry. So basically, you notice that after UL tag, everything inside of it gets tabbed once. So this is a tab. When you press like the tab on your keyboard, it makes like kind of like this space right here. So this is like a normal convention or how like programmers kind of like organize their code, where whenever something is like surrounding it, like something is inside of this tag, you usually tab it once. And you'll notice that's the same trend with HTML tag, head tag, body tag, and everything else. And you'll notice like a common trend where you see this line on the code editor. Um, this is because it's just saying that HTML tag and HTML tag is basically surrounding all of this text within these lines. And same goes for head. Head, the title tag is inside the head. So there's this little line that's indicating that everything is around the head tag right here. And also in the body, because we've been putting everything in the body tag, right? So there's this another line that's going across to make sure that everything in here is in the line. That's a little bit about spacing, and I'll move on. All right, and next item is an ordered list tag. So this is very similar to the unordered one. So it's basically the same thing, but except this time it's ordered. So unordered list of items used for listing things with a specific priority. So this means that everything in the list is gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it's gonna have those numbers instead of bullets right here. So it's how we use it is the same. So we have the OL to start with. And then when you open the tag up, you can put extra list items with LI. And notice how LI is actually the same as an unordered list tag. So the list items LI tag, it is actually synonymous for both lists. So it just depends which list you're using in the beginning, but the list items themselves are still the same. And so in the code editor, we see OL, and then we see the chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, mint chocolate chip, all in LI tag, and then close it up with the end ordered list tag, which is OL. And then you see that these are numbered, and these numbers are automatic. So whatever you put first is gonna have number 1, whatever you put second, it's gonna have number 2, and so on. Okay, before we get onto a little quiz, is everything clear to everyone? Does anyone have any questions regarding this? How's everyone
I
feeling
have
right
a
now?
question.
Oh yeah, Grace, what was it?
How do you do the line thing that separates the words?
Oh yeah, so the line is HR tag right here. Are you talking about this line across the web page?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna be using horizontal roll tag, which is just bracket HR bracket. So you can put this anywhere in between text. So you see how I have like a bunch of paragraph tags here, right? But then in the middle, I just put HR by itself and it just separated the text together. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Did anyone else have any questions regarding any of this? Anyone who's like confused? Okay, so from 1 to 5, just want to get like a general understanding of how everyone is doing. 5 for I totally get this, and then 1 for I am totally lost. How do you guys feel out of 5? Is everyone? Paul, Annabelle, Hannah? One, two. Okay, sounds good. Everyone is, I mean, everything is new, so don't worry if you're like still a little bit confused. We'll go over it all together again. And then so we have a quick quiz for understanding. So um I'm gonna popcorn one person to like answer a question, and then we're gonna do popcorn again. So I'm gonna display what it looks like on the browser, and then you guys would just guess what tag we're using right here. And then you can ignore this part. I'm just talking about this. So let's start with, let's see, Annabelle. What tag did we use here?
The unordered list tag.
Unordered list tag. Good job. And what was the alphabet for it?
Can you say it again?
Oh, what was the tag like specifically? What do we have to type?
You have to first do UL and then LI with the bracket.
Good job. Yeah, so we're gonna be using unordered tag, which is UL, and then LI list items. All right. Oh, do you want to popcorn somebody?
Hannah?
Hannah. Okay, Hannah. So what tag did we have to use in order to have this horizontal thing line across the web page? What tag did we have to use in order for this line?
I
Sorry,
don't
what was?
know.
Oh no, it's okay. Yeah. So a little hint. It starts with H. Grace, do you want to help Hannah out?
Yeah. It's HR.
HR. Okay, Hannah and Grace, thank you both of you guys. So this is actually the HR tag. Oh, and I made a little bit of mistakes. I'm so sorry, guys. This is without the end tag. Okay. Okay, Hannah, do you wanna call on somebody else for this one?
Abby?
All right, Abby. So how did we break this text up? There's like a little bit of.
Use the break tag, which is BR.
All right, nice job. Okay, BR tag, which is a break tag, which like kind of separates the text into two different lines. Abby, do you want to call on somebody else for this one?
Paul?
All right, Paul, what did we use in order for the text to look like this right here?
Use the italic tag.
And which is what letter exactly?
The I, what was it again?
So we have the I tag, and then we have one more that's the same thing.
What
That's
was it?
with E.
The I,
No worries.
It's so confusing. There's so many tags that we use.
Yeah, no worries. So it's the EM tag. All right, thank you, Paul. So yeah, so we have the italics tag, which is I or EM. But honestly, don't even worry. We're probably gonna be only using the I, because there's no reason as programmers, there's no reason to overcomplicate things. So we're gonna be using mostly the I tag. Paul, do you want to call somebody else for this one?
Annabelle. Or I think you already called on. Someone already called on Annabelle.
Yeah, if we could go with someone else, maybe.
Annabelle hasn't been called.
Oh no, Annabelle answered the first one.
Okay. I think everyone was called.
Oh, maybe Joanna then? Joanna, do you want to go next?
Yeah, the bold tag.
Yeah, and the bold
Which
tag
is-
is specifically.
B and strong.
Yeah, good job. So we have the B tag, which is bold, and then strong, which is the same thing. But again, I think we're just going to be using the B tag just because, what's the point of like, using strong when we already have the B if they do the same thing. So yeah, good job, Joanna. And then we have the last one. Grace, do you want to answer this one? So how did we use this list? What do we have? What tag did we use?
The L tag.
We have the li tag, which is a list item. And then this is an ordered list, right? So what list tag?
R something
A
tag.
little bit of hint. It starts with O. Annabelle,
yeah.
do you want to help Grace?
The OL.
Yeah, OL tag. Thank you, Grace and Annabelle. So this is starts with the OL, which is an ordered list. And then we have the LI for all the list items: chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, mint chocolate chip. Oh, and then we have the last one. Abby, do you want to go answer this one? So which is
It's the underline tag, which is U.
all right, good job. All right, yeah, which is a U tag. And then okay. Does anyone, so I'm not gonna call on anyone for this, but does anyone want to kind of like test out if they know what tags are used for this? There's
It's
3 different tags.
bold, italic, and underline.
All right, good job. And which are all alphabets?
B, I, and U.
Yeah, good job, Abby. So we have, so this is actually on the code, on the VS Code. So you see there's B, I, U, super complicated text, and the ending for U, I, B. So you notice how we can use different tags for just one text. So I used 3 different ones. They're all together. And then, but it's still applied everything. So underline tag applied the underline, italicized tag applied the italicized, and a B tag did made it bold. Sorry. So you can do something like this where you like combine different tags together actually, and not just use one at a time. All right, that sounds good. And this is like the list of all the tags we've learned. So we have the paragraph tag, we have the heading tag from 1 to 6. We have the italic tag, we have the underline tag, we have the bold tag, we have the break tag, heading tag, unordered list tag, and order list tag. All right, so if anyone wants to like write this down, you can, and we'll take a quick like 10-minute break. So we'll be back. Actually, we'll take a like 7-minute break. So we'll be back at like 7:44 or 7:43. Okay, sounds good. And yeah, if anyone has questions during their break, they can ask me. And yeah, we'll just wait until 7:43 to get it officially started. And everyone can see the screen fine, right? Okay, sounds good. And if anyone noticed, I changed spaces. I'm in a different room now. It should be a little bit better. Did anyone have any problems with the homework? Was it like hard? Is it still hard to like go around with the VS Code by any chance? Or was everything pretty clear? Okay, sounds good. All right, it's officially 7:43, so let's get started. Grace and Paul, are you there? Paul, Mino. All right, sounds good. We got everyone back. Okay, so last exercise, we're not gonna learn any more tags because this is a lot, right? This is a lot of stuff to get used to. to these tags, I think the best way to learn practicing. So we're gonna do a little bit of practice. So if anyone could, so could you or just yeah, some kind of a code editor? Let's try this. So your task is to try to replicate how it looks. These are like the list of tags that you can use. And then so we're just gonna like see like what kind of items got put under this. So is anyone having trouble with VS Code right now by any chance? Everyone's good?
I think
Start, and then we'll check back in like 10 minutes, and then I'll show you like how it works. So meanwhile you guys are doing this, I'm gonna play a little bit of a sound. Is the sound working for everyone? All right, so let's get coding. And let me know if you have any questions or anything. I'm always here to answer any questions while you guys are doing this.
Should we write the
Okay, sounds good. All right. So, oh no, that's everything. So we're gonna start with really quick the doc type, HTML, and then we're gonna do the HTML tag. I'm just setting up all the stuff that we need to do. Title, this can be anything, lesson 2 exercise, and the body. Okay, so what we're gonna start with? So we're gonna start with this big lesson 2 exercise. So I'm gonna do H1 because this looks like a big heading, right? So lesson 2 exercise. And then right off the bat, we notice this horizontal line right here. So after the lesson 2 exercise, we're gonna put a little bit of horizontal line, which stands for the HR. All right, and then sorry, HR. And then we have this another big text, but it looks a little bit smaller than the first heading, right? So I'm guessing that this is gonna be an H2 because remember the numbers, the sizes go down as the numbers go up. So I'm going to talk about my favorite Disney movies. And one thing I noticed right here in this little heading is that this part is italicized. So for italicized one, I'm gonna use I, and then I'm gonna put this over here instead. All right, that looks good. And next is because I love Disney movies. So I think because this is small, I'm gonna assume that this is a paragraph tag because I love Disney movies. And in this paragraph, notice two things. So it's italicized first of all, and then it's also underlined. So I'm gonna use two tags, I tag, and then I'm gonna use underline tag. And I'm gonna put all this inside right here. So you see it's surrounded by both P, I, U. And then we have this little space. So I'm gonna put break tag because this is like a unnoted space. I'm just gonna put 3 break tags. I think that's like around 3 break tags. And then next, I'm gonna have a paragraph because this looks like a normal thing. Here's and next, I'm gonna do unordered because this is a bullet, right? So I'm gonna do UL surrounding LI. I'm gonna start with Frozen, LI, Soul, LI, Luca, and then LI, Coco. And then we have another horizontal rule. And another paragraph with N. Here's my ranking. And then we have, this time we have an order text, order list, so which is OL. And list item is frozen. And I made a little bit of a typo here, but it's supposed to be Soul. Soul was a good movie. I liked Soul. Inside Out. And then Coco. I actually didn't watch Luca, so at the end we have the same paragraph text saying, I haven't watched Luca, haha. With little parentheses. All right, so let's see if this actually produces what we want. So this is index HTML. Where did my index HTML go? Oh, right here. When I click this, ta-da, we have something similar to this. Actually, I think there's one less. I think there's just two break tags, not 3. If I refresh this, there it is. It looks like how we did it. I don't think I'm missing anything. So was anyone able to get this far by any chance or no? It was I know it was kind of a shorter time. Oh, what part did you guys like struggle most with?